Hello, hello, hello. It's Dolly. Welcome to Mini Kit Monday with Becky, Daisy, Kathy, Shannon, Tracy, and myself, along with our two guests for the month of March, which is Ronnie, Sue, and Krista. This month's inspiration piece was brought to us by Shannon, and it is called A Pot of Gold. You have $25 to take items from your scrappy stash and create your kit. But it's okay if you want to put a twist on it. And my twist is I didn't actually put a physical kit together like I normally do because there were so many larger items to pick from the inspiration piece. Second of all, I made a commitment in February that for the month of March, I was going to use most of my pattern paper was going to come from my scrap bin. So that is exactly what I am doing. This segment here, I normally do not include in my videos where I show you the process I go through on my paper selection, but because I am using scraps from my stash, I have left this segment in, which only is for a minute and like 50 seconds. So I do edit just a tiny bit out, but not much. All right, and as I put this layout together, if I can remember the name of the collection or at least the designer or manufacturer, I will let you know. So right now, the first process is I'm just selecting, okay? And then I'm gonna come back and actually layer them up and trim up the papers. I do edit out the trimming up of the papers. I don't think that's necessary to lead in. All right, so now from my scraps, I have my larger ones, and then I paper clip or use a paper binder clip for my smaller scraps, and that's what these pieces are right here. And I think I take about 4 or 5 from there. And then now I'm ruffling back through to make sure there isn't another paper that I think might go with this layout. And then I have my zip strips or branding strips, whatever you want to call them. So here is the final selection of my papers. All right, so this paper right here, which is going to be my main foundation paper, that mint with the flowers, is from Crate Paper. That black checkerboard one is an Echo Park. The one that says Wander Travel on it is from Pink Fresh Studio. That yellow checkerboard, I don't know, or gingham, whatever you want to call that, I don't know where it came from. That kind of mustard, not chipboard, cardstock paper is from Close to My Heart. The red one that I just slipped in, I don't know. Now that I know how I want my layers to be on my layout, I picked them all up, and now I'm going to adhere them down using my ATG gun. All right, behind that travel one, you see that kind of a greenish blue paper. That is also from Pink Fresh Studios Travel Collection. I'm double matted. Well, no, actually I matted my photograph on that Arrow paper, which is a Bo Bunny paper. The two photographs are pictures of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And so I'm documenting that. And then this red paper here with, it's tone on tone polka dot red, or wait, you know what, it's not a true red, it's what I call like a brick red. Obviously, you just seen that it was too large, so even though after I already put the adhesive on the back, I used my Tim Holtz, those large scissors that are from Tonic, and they're great for anything that's sticky because it won't stick to the scissors or ruin the scissors. All right, now I am going through these branding strips or zip strips, and I'm going to add some more layers. And this is a great way to use up stash. Just keep layering, tucking strips of paper, and you will use up quite a bit. So I think on this layout, while you watch me do some more tucking of strips, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 different types of pattern paper on this layout. And why I'm ahead of myself, let me remind you, in the description box listed below will be all the Mini Kit Monday links to their channel and to our two guests, Ronnie Sue and Krista. Very talented ladies. You need to go see what they created using possibly the inspiration piece that Shannon brought to us and how they put their first layout together. I can tell you, as far as how much money I spent based on the Pot of Gold inspiration piece for this layout. For pattern paper, I have $3, puffy stickers 2, alphas 3, cardstock 2, ink 2, and gold free. And where do you see my gold? It's in the alphas and in the chipboard, which the chipboard is not on the list, but I counted it as free because all my chipboard has gold in it and my hearts have gold. And then the two items that are not on the list is the tags. So I spent $12, but let's say we add $2 or $3 for the tag. Let's say $3 for the tag. I spent $15 from my stash to create this layout. Oh, and I didn't have the dolly. So let's charge another $3 for the dolly. So I'm up to $18 on this layout. So I'm within my budget. Yay! All right, so that puffy flower is a very old Felicity Jane. That's where that came from. The chipboard that I'm tucking in, I don't know, you see it over to the left, and I can't think of the collection. I think that's a Dear Lizzie line. I'm not really sure. I wanted this branding strip down below. It says, happiness is a journey, not a destination. And because I was determined I wanted that phrase on this layout, there was too much space between my paper layers and that phrase, and that is the reason why I brought in those tags. Now I am adding some splatters, and this green is a Shimmers paint, and I think it's called Emerald something. I'm going to stand up, and you're going to hear me make some noise so I can tell you the name of that paint. Oh, it's called Green Goddess, and so that's where that green came from. And my layout's complete. And again, my title is not unique. It just says Blue Ridge Mountains. Thanks for stopping by. Give a thumbs up. Have a fabulous day and keep coming back. Bye.